Today's game features arguably the best defense in the NFL. The Steelers are top 10 in fewest points allowed. They'll be up against a Ravens offense that wants to prove it can do some damage.
Larry, despite the elements, these fans here in western Pennsylvania, they wouldn't dream of missing this one as you get a look inside snowy Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Now here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Alexander. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds. And they'll spot it right at the 20. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably twittering on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Larson. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. Mixon hit, and oh, the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling, right? The right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you. You got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. Past the 20. Throwing left side, it's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, it's one thing to complete that pass on a nice sunny 70-degree day, but in these elements, that's a tough thing to do.
It is, and let's just put the whole thing together, not just throwing the ball. Trying to protect the quarterback now when you got the pass rushers coming at you and maybe things are a little slippery on the field. The guys trying to cover downfield, wanting to make sure they keep their footing as the guys make their cuts. Looking back and locating the ball. You name it, it's difficult all the way around, but the guy throwing it, he may have the toughest task.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 58 yards. Here's Coleman. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Again with Coleman. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And it's caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Here's a run with Mixon. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And he puts it through. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
To throw now on first down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Bud Dupree not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Brandon, with the last couple of plays for the offense not being good at all, my thought process as a coordinator, get the ball in the hands of my best player and see if I can salvage anything out of this drive.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Alexander. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Two yards to go here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll run it with Coleman. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Call it a gain of 3. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Mahomes now on 1st down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Hurry up, here we go.
Mahomes now to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Boswell's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Around the NFL, they're into the 2nd quarter in the Meadowlands and make it a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Giants. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
All right, here we go.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Alexander. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Mixon. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Here we go now.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Coleman now. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Derek Rivers in there to sack him. And that is 10 for him now on the year. second down. Collins. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Now that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They're going to look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10 to 9. So a little fortunate there because that one was definitely leaking right.
Without a doubt. Maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright. But he got it to go.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Check down, 81. Hurry up.
From the gun, it's Mahomes to Mixon on the check down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Second down following the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Coleman. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Mixon. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Play clock winding down. This is Coleman. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. The drive starts with a run by Collins. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
Come on, let's go.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They're up by 1. They have the football. The key here, just don't do anything silly, right, Charles?
That's exactly right. You know, all the admonitions as they ran out there. Take care of the ball. Secure everything. Be tight in everything that you do. No let up, no crazy plays, and they can go home with a victory.
Let's see here if they can do all those things and hang on to this victory. Now they run with Mixon, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Fresh set of downs here. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go.
He's back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Ravens on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5.
Come on, let's go.
He'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Let's go. 38.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Here we go. Flex round.
Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 35 seconds to play. Everything will come down here to this onside kick. Well, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. A field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
They run the counter now on first down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Larson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The Ravens on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go!
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down.
Here we go! What?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's complete to Lewis. That one good for 7 that time. And it'll give the Ravens a 1st down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. And how about the Eagles leading that ball game at the moment? A surprise. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got